We saying, boys? Let me quickly send the announcement in. We saying, boys? We saying, boys? Let me quickly send it in. What we saying, boys? What we saying? What we saying, chat? Let me know what pairs you man are looking to trade, boys. Morning. Morning. Are you long? Yeah, let me go through what I'm seeing. First of all, let me, obviously this is our weekly order block. Let me brighten this up because it's not really that important. Morning, everyone. If you go on the daily... got a sweeper highs there. Fill of imbalance. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is moving so dead, bro. But yeah, basically I am expecting a little bit of a retracement today. I want us to come in a little bit into this fair value gap, essentially. This fair value gap's there on all pairs, really. GU's kind of already tapped into it. EU is right here. DXY, it's kind of tapped into it, but not really. Let me mark it out again. Morning, boys. Morning. Morning, everyone. Morning. But yeah, I'm hoping that price can retrace basically a little bit higher into here. We're not really seeing much to go off on the daily or the weekly. Obviously, we have just had that massive dump that's kind of disrespected everything. So that's not really a reason to be buying, but I am expecting price to rally a little bit up into at least the 50% level. What are you saying, James? What are you saying, Naru? AO, what are you saying? Ben, Bramley, Aki, Womble, Pranam, what are you saying? Salam, what you saying? Luke, Caveman, JJ, what you saying? Randy, Drift King, Sam, what we saying, boys? Daniel, Aki, J Walls, AL Chi, Big Mills, Official M, J Jimmy, Tahir, what you saying? Trap, what you saying? Jim, what you saying? Chi, what you saying? What's up with VU? I'm personally looking for it to come higher, man. And we are actually very near to getting an entry, so we lock in real quick. So what I'm basically trying to do on EU, show you, is right, we've had that lower time frame confirmation now. So now I'll be looking to enter buyers off of this. %, TP at the high, stop loss on the low. So yeah, essentially on EU, on the 4 hour, we've got this to kind of retrace into. this fair value gap on the 4 hour to retrace into, then we may head down after that. We may even want to retrace higher to fill this and then move down, but really I at least want to just retrace into this as my first target. Looking at the lower time frame for the Asia session, so we can see really what is interesting as well is the Asia session, the New York session yesterday. The session tried to rally lower, couldn't push anymore, and then ended up closing back within that range, which tells me again that we are going to want to retrace up to this fair value gap. And then when we look at the actual Asia session itself, we've got this 30-minute imbalance here. Oh, don't run. Got that 30-minute imbalance there. That's already going to... We might have to actually aim for a bigger target. But yeah, very simple the entry is on the 30-minute. Literally just a fair value gap and then a change of character and then a 2-minute fair value gap, or sorry, a 5-minute fair value gap at this point. But yeah, that's what I'll be looking at, boys. Got a 1k power requested today. Lovely, man. Lovely, bro. Would be buyers. GU, I do want a similar thing, but obviously GU's actually inverted this fair value gap, so it's just not as nice. A bit cleaner, so why not just go with EU? Really. But yeah, chat. Anyone looking at anything else, let me know. The only other thing we may be reacting off of is this breaker block right here. Let me drag this across a little bit. But yeah, either way, I do think we are bullish on EUGU. I did want to wait for the confirmations rather than entering straight off of the fair value gap. As much as the bias does look kind of clean, we know that the recent last few days have been so decent confirmation on all entries. So yeah. Let me know any other pairs you man are looking at trading, boys. Obviously JPY, yeah, let me go over JPY as well, because we're seeing some interesting things on JPY, to be honest. It is kind of looking like, you can see we've tried to break it once and then twice now, and we haven't been able to do so. We're getting a lot of kickback off of these, off of this order block here. And obviously we've had the CRT. I know it's been completed, but it still shows good signs of bullishness. You can see that has been completed, but still. So yeah, on the 4 hour, we tapped into this order block. Yeah, we haven't actually tapped into this order block, but we have filled the imbalance. So yeah, I'm more looking for yen basket to come higher, which isn't normally what I look for, but in this instance, that's what I'll be going for. Again, tapping into that daily order block and then dot that out. So yeah, you can see swept Asia low, filled a fair value gap on the lower time frame and the higher time frame. So now yeah, we're just looking for price to come higher. Also the order flow, you can see we're accepting these bullish levels like that. So really, I'm looking at sells on most pairs. You can see even. To be fair, there might actually be entry. I didn't think there'd actually be many entries, but there actually might be. See, UJ is probably the hardest to actually go for, to be honest. Just because we know that the dollar is a bit of a risk. A bit of a risk right now. But yeah, I'm looking for price to trade lower into that. But the main thing we're really looking at is EJ, GJ. I think will provide some decent sells. You can see both of them coming off of this 30-minute imbalance pretty cleanly. And then again, if you go on the higher time frame, we can see this order block. I'll show you what one. This order block right here, we have disrespected it in my opinion. We haven't actually closed below, but it's just looking. It looks to the point now where we're not going to react off it. We wouldn't want to drop that far into it. Looted taken. The main thing I was waiting for was just EU. So just keep an eye on EU. So we've got this 5-minute imbalance on EU, so looking for price to come down, tap us in and then come higher. Let me actually try and look for entries on GJ and EJ. So again, on the day, I think we're going to reject that order block. So you can see we're just filling that imbalance. So I think, again, it's one of those internal. We come off the internal order block here, but we don't have enough strength in order to come through to our external. So we're going for the internal again, which is the start of a reversal. And similar thing for GJ. You can see with this fair value gap here. Price, in my opinion, just doesn't have the strength to push any higher. So yeah, that's that really. We've had a sweep of these lows, but I'm not really too interested in that. To be fair, you would really be valid to enter now, to be honest. On GJ. Try AJ. What are you seeing on AUDJPY? Yeah, we can see GJ giving nice bearish confluences, man. Filled this 4-hour imbalance. And then we also, filled this daily imbalance. And then we came into this 4-hour order block. Started to push down. So I do think price is going to be able to push down to this order block at the bare minimum. But probably really just break out the lows as well. This is obviously the order block that's basically been disrespected on EJ. And GJ still got it to come into. We came very close to coming in, but not quite. Also got some 2-hour imbalance here. Do we have the same on GJ? No. I mean, EJ's a little bit cleaner, to be honest. But I would be valid to short EJ. Very big range though, looking at it. That's what I'll be looking to go for. That's what I'll be looking to go for, boys. That's what I'll be looking for. That's what I'll be looking for. What's up with the buffering? Yeah, we're just lagging this morning. I've been trying to pattern my Wi-Fi, but yeah. Are you pretty bullish in my opinion? I agree, bro. We're coming off this 30-minute. We had the 5-minute change of character and fair value gap get created. So I'm looking for price to push back in and go higher. Isn't it a 4-hour bullish CRT on GJ? Let's have a look. Yeah, we do have that, to be fair. We do have that. We do have that CRT, but do you feel like coming off of this 4-hour imbalance, we're more likely to now come to this external low rather than CRT? Considering we have been pretty wicky in here as well, so there's probably CRT in all directions. Well, not in all directions, but you're going to get like false candles. Because even like here, it's a very wicky market right now. Where it's kind of been just chopping these last few days. I think, yeah, I do think we're way more likely if we look at the 4-hour to fill this imbalance and then take the external low. Stop loss is above that anyway, so our stop loss is in a very safe spot. What'd that be now? Yeah. 2 secs, chat. Oh. Let me quickly. 2 secs. Two six. Two secs, boys. Two secs. 10701. Two secs, boys. Obviously, TP's on that New York low from yesterday. Yeah, wow. Wow, give me the worst entry. Do 8-hour CRT. Let's have a look. What on? 8-hour CRT on EJ. Do have a lot of equal lows, man. 8-hour CRT on EJ. Yeah, nice. And again, we have been very wicky recently, so I wouldn't take it too much into account, but it's a decent confluence to have. It's a decent confluence to have. I don't know if there's many entries going to be there on this. If we're looking at the lower, see prices filled our also that does line up pretty nicely with the OTE as well of the higher range. Boom. So yeah, I do think we're looking nice, man. I think we're looking good for sales. quickly jump on Discord real quick. Real quick. I see you saying, is you coming down yet? You don't like the ALG move on EU? Based on a higher time frame, not really, bro, to be honest. Uh, 2.6. Yeah, based on a higher time frame, not really, bro. Not really. And this is yeah, this is looking nice, really. Obviously, this is an ALG that I'd actually like to take, just because we're actually getting not only just a sweep and the confirmation, but in my opinion, the higher time frame does line up with it as well, or the yen basket. So yeah, it looks decent for me. What you saying, Kelza? What you saying? Saying Kelza? EU sells, EU sells. A lot of people are looking at EU sells. A lot of people are looking at EU sells. Oh wait, Mace has been tapped in. Wait. Yo, I didn't know Mace got tapped in. Okay, right. Mace is in sells on this. I would still personally be looking for buyers, but Mace is in sells on this. I didn't think he got tapped in yet, but yo, wait, hold on. Mace has gone stop loss or break even. You remember what he said to do if he ever went stop loss or break even? Pretty sure it was something along the, well, I can't even say on live what he said to do. Let me draw his entry on screen. 178. Okay, yeah. To be fair, he got a real nice entry on that. Perfect, almost. Stop loss was 10.4 on the high. TP was the Asia low. Yeah, Mace has jumped in. Mace is in this one on sell, so we'll see how it does. We'll see how it does, boys. These are the first decent markets of really this week, in my opinion. I've got my orange, boys. I'm trying to eat breakfast again. I've got my orange. I've got my fucking kiwi as well. Someone on live, I don't know who it was, but said kiwi is good for muscle repair. Or no, I don't even think it was. It was good for something. I can't actually remember, but I've been hearing that kiwi's very good for you. But Mace is jumping in the ALG. I wouldn't really favour the ALG. Again, I'd more look for it to come down and then look for longs up to here. I think this is what we're going to be targeting. But yeah, Mace is jumping in the ALG. This is running nicely. Running nicely, this one. Bro, why are you not on today on sells? Just because of the higher time frame, bro. I do kind of like to see it line up with a higher time frame. And I didn't really think the higher time frame was lining up for sells. Mace obviously thought it did, which is why he's jumped in. So I'll see how it plays out. I'll see how these sells play out. But for me, JPY pairs look a bit nicer in terms of the sells. Yeah, I think Macy's gone stop loss or break even on this. Where's the DTO? He said it had a pretty big reaction off the DTO. Is anyone else in EU? Who's in any trades right now, chat? Okay, yeah, we did have a decent reaction off that DTO, to be fair. Kiwis are the best fruit, especially rose gold kiwis. You have to eat the skin. Yeah, I eat the skin every time. I've always, even since a kid, I've liked the skin of kiwis. GJ running nicely. Yeah, we're getting really price just consolidating around time. Expecting price to come back just to then come down a little bit lower. So for me, EU, I'd still be looking for re-entries on buys. Obviously, I don't really want to fade Mace because that's entry off that 5 minute. Probably the best entry you could have really got on this market. Oh. Oh yeah, Mace is in it. He said DXY 4 hour, I love. Wait, what? CRT. Yeah, we're very wiki, man. A lot of people are seeing these CRTs. Just in my opinion, I think with this, there's too many CRTs for us to really take much notice of it. But to be fair, we do have that daily CRT or that 4 hour CRT to the upside, so we'll see. I mean, it is typical ALG. It's just for me the biggest thing is going to be is the momentum strong enough to carry us straight up from here, or are we going to want a bit of a deeper retracement? If you are buying the DXY, you're still going with a trend, so it's not like you're fading anything. But yeah. So with this again, so I'm basically hoping, well, with my trade, is that I'd rather it come up to here, have a bit of a retracement, and then move later on. But Macy's just expecting that move straight away, essentially, which, I mean, it's not uncommon. It's what we saw on the other few days, so I can see why I'd be looking for that. This is the GJ that I'm in. This one's moving real nice. Real nice so far. I did send this one in. Let me see at the point where people would have got in. 32. Oh, mate, this 32. Okay, nice. So yeah, the 32 was before this. Okay, wait, what? Oh wait, yeah, I was gonna say I just moved this, didn't I? Am I bugging out? How on earth did I manage to send it at? I must have moved it. Yeah, nice. To be fair, everyone, if people got in as soon as I sent my trade in, they would have got in 32. Yeah, they would have got in here. So it is running nicely. It will be running nicely in profit right now. Couple of decent trades right now, boys. Couple of decent trades. Chat, if you do want the PDF of my strategy, all you got to do is send me a DM. Send me a DM asking for the PDF, and I can show you exactly what my strategy is involved in. Just updating the signals, chat. EU sells here. Okay, yeah, let me actually see a lot of people. Okay, I'm in Iran rocket buyers. I can't lie, if I was trading Iran rockets, I'd have them in shorts. Have you ever seen, I saw a meme on Twitter last night, it was bare true. You seen that clip of Bart Simpson where he's like playing chess against 5 different people, but then he loses to each and every 5 different people? I saw it, it was like some Iran account that's going, oh, Iran's cooking like 6 different, or Iran's fighting like 6 different countries right now. And they're just like, well, yeah, but they're losing to all 5. So it's like, it's not really that good, is it? Yeah, this is running fucking beautifully, to be fair. Let me actually mark on, because this is where my entry was. Let me mark on where the Signals boys would have actually got him. So at 32, when I sent the trade, was here. So let's say, okay, but literally the same, to be fair. Yeah, basically the same. So these boys would be up how much right now? 20 pips running, which is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, the CU's kind of just chopping around. Mace does have his stop loss at break even, which is very unlike Mace. Very unlike him. So, good time to trade oil. Yeah, defo, bro. But yeah, this is very unlike Mace to go stop loss at break even. I mean, fuck me, the market is insanely consolidatory, so I can see why. Lag? Why don't you cry about it? I'm joking. Right, so we've got people in EU shorts, EU longs, EU buys, GU sells, EU sells, EU sells. EU sells here. Been a while who wasn't on the stream yesterday. Yeah, to be fair, you haven't really missed anything these last few days. The only day where the market's actually decent. Jack, I get mine from direct source in South Africa through family, but you can source them in Italy, I think. Yeah, I think I did hear they're from Italy. Look, you see Tel Aviv Stock Exchange running at all-time highs. I didn't even know they had a Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. Wow, holy. Yo, this is a cheat code, isn't it? Bro, I've just realised. The Tel Aviv Stock Exchange is just a pure and utter cheat code, surely. Like, bro, we all know, like, Israel are inevitable. Israel always win. Israel always get what they want. That's crazy, though. Look when we actually gigapumped. We started gigapumping at the start of the year. Now, what that tells me is a few people knew about what was happening before it happened. To be fair, it was really here. Mainly, it was that February 11th. What happened on February 11th? Did anything in Israel happen on that date, or was that just everyone blatantly knowing that they was going to attack Iran a month later? Israel news is crazy, innit? Like, every day it's just something mad happens. It's not like London, you know, like on BBC News for England, it'll be like, oh, this person tweeted something bad, or someone made an announcement about the economy. Look at Israel's one, bro. It's fucking 11 killed in Israeli strikes. Israel kills 2 in Gaza. Or it's just them on the receiving end of rockets, or the... Mate, I'm not going to lie, I think that's a cheat code. Whoever just said about that is just found a cheat code to life. Okay, we're running nice. We are running nice. Signals right now is up 25 pips. Can we just update these, man? But yeah, a lot of people's mainly in EUGU. It seems like no one's joining me on JPYs. Is Mace going stop loss at break even? Someone's check the mentorship trading floor. Oh god. Oh god. What has Mace said? The amount of times I've heard Mace say like the most insane things as well. Like, oh, if I go stop loss break even, then... To be fair though, what you man have got to realise, boys, is If this, I guarantee you, on Mace's own trade, he wouldn't be going stop loss or break even. But when you're talking about other people's dough, it's a lot more, like, a lot of different things come into it. I'll be honest. Like, Mace isn't only risking his own dough; he's risking other people. So we got to really cut him some slack. I bet he didn't go it. I bet he didn't do it on his own account. Yeah, look, I've just seen. Yeah, I'm not stop loss or break even just for the signals. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, me and Mace are kind of getting it out of the mud right now for people that have done a little bit shit, so it's calm. Because the other boys have been getting ever so slightly cooked, so... They taste better green. What are they called? Pink kiwis. Surely ain't the gold one, my fucking... Yes, they actually look... To be fair, why do they look like a... Why does that look like a... I'm not going to say the word, but... Someone's rear end. Low key. Really nice and appealing rear end, but... That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from those kiwis. Gold, please. What are you seeing on gold, bro? What are you seeing on gold? Chat, if anyone does want to work with me one-to-one, send me a message, man. Send me a message. Yeah, Mace so yeah, we're out of break even on this one. I'm still in this JPY though. It's kind of not really an attractive candle there. Let's see how this half hour closes. We've got 10 minutes left. To be fair, the good thing about this GJ is our stop loss is nice and clear. Our stop loss is, yeah, 62 pips away, so there's no real need to be that fearful. It's clear of this fair value gap up here if we want to come a bit higher. So, yeah, I think we should still be good. We'll see how this one plays out. It may still end up playing. To be fair, there's probably people that didn't go stop loss or break even, but... Did you hear about Getz? Yeah, man. So dumb. Bro, did you see the videos of him driving as well before he even hit that guy? He nearly hit about 5 other people. Growing my live account by 60% this week. Fucking hell. How on earth did you do that? There was literally like no entries. But yeah, Mace is out of this now and break even, so... We'll see. Where are people that are in buyers? Where are your TPs? What are we aiming for, boys? Are you aiming for this high or are you aiming for this 50%? I do think the objective for me is this 50%. You in the GJ trade? Yeah, bro. Let me show my YouTube stream the GJ real quick. GJ's looking nice. As I said, boys, our stop loss is wham, so we're actually looking alright. And don't get me annoying, but yeah, I'll just leave this pip stop loss and then go and break even. It's like, might as well have just had it here and got a way nicer RR. So yeah, I'm in NQ longs. Luke, question, how do you scale up a £1,000 live account? First thing to do to scale up a £1,000 live account is we have an offer going right now with our broker. If you deposit £1,000, you get £2,500 to trade with. So what I would do then is for a start, I'd do that, and then I'd risk 5% per trade. So deposit £1,000, you get 1,500 bonus, so you're trading with £2,500. and then I would risk, as I said, 5%. The reason I'd risk 5% is then that gives you twice as much leeway as on a funded account. So obviously on a funded account, most people are risking 1%, and they can lose 10 trades in a row before their whole account's gone. When you're risking 5%, it means you can have 20 trades before your account's gone. So I deposit the grand, get the bonus, so I make it 2,500, and then obviously 5% of that, it's still a decent amount, boys. It's still 125 quid per trade. And then from that, just start giving yourself a bit of a buffer, and then maybe increase your risk a little bit once you've got like a 10% buffer. But having that deposit bonus just makes it way easier, bro. But yeah, I'd risk 5% until you've made maybe 4R and you're up 20%. Then up your risk to 10% for a few trades. All about buffer. I know we are kind of buffering right now. Clear buyers on EU today. TP Asia high to be safe. Definitely could go higher. Yeah, I do hear that. Loaded 5k currently on 8,900. Slick Blocker, I know you don't have 5 grand to your name, let alone 5 grand to put in a fucking trading account. How much have you really got in there, Slick? Trick GU. GU, I mean, it kind of retraced to an annoying point. We inverted this fair value gap and then didn't even come into this fair value gap. That's why EU is a lot nicer for me. But even for this, I'd still be looking for that to be traded higher. Mainly into this fair value gap again would be my target. For me, EU's just a lot nicer, man. Oh, holy break even. No way. Wow. You quickly take a look at Mace's trade again. Mace is fighting for his life in the free chat right now. Bro is not profiting on this and people don't. Yeah, that's well, when I normally update the signals, I normally just go, I normally say, well, to be fair, the other day I didn't, but I normally say stop loss of break even if you want to de-risk, so then people can look at their account and see, cool, do I want to? Because, for example, if your account is in the absolute mud, say you're down like 5-6%, then you probably do want to go break even. But if you're up, say, a few percent, you'd probably be more than happy to let it run. So, to be fair, people are probably going to act like that anyway. But, yeah, holy. Oh, Mace is giving proof as well. Mace is literally fighting for his life in this free chat. See, Mace is currently up 1.8k on this trade right now. Running nicely as well. Anyone looking for the re-entries on EU? Oh, bro, for some reason I could not stop listening to this song yesterday. I must have listened to it about 5 times, so I'm going to have to curse your eardrums with it as well. I just literally couldn't stop listening to it. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't stop listening. Couldn't stop listening to it. Let's see. Let's keep our eye on this fair value gap for the re-entry. This is where I'll be looking to re-enter, boys. For longs. Be looking to enter here. Stop loss here. TP here. Alright, W's in the chat for this song. At least the markets are kind of back into the swing of things, boys. These last Monday and Tuesday was mad autistic. Told you I flipped a 2.5 account to almost 300k. I don't play. Haha, I just need to learn the hardcore discipline. You haven't got to learn shit, bro. If you turn 2.5 grand into 300k, you ain't got to learn shit, bro. That's crazy. Is that true? I don't know. I doubt that's true, but where do we get that broker bonus that you mentioned? If you do want to get that bonus, boys, message me broker on Discord. Or message Mace, actually. He can get you set up right now. Mace, are you in this live? Yo, someone is Mace, are you in this live? Message Mace right now saying broker. Mace is gonna, yeah, message Mace right now on the Discord saying broker. Message Mace broker. Where's the broker? Advantage, bro. It's the best. It's the best broker about. Biggest broker about. Alright, it's not saying shit like PU Prime or something. Can minimum deposit be £500? I'm not sure what the minimum is to actually access the thing. Just drop, as I said, drop Mace a message right now. Drop me a Mace a message saying broker. Drop Mace a message saying broker, everyone, and he can get you in there. It's only for a certain amount of people, though, I'm pretty sure. It can't be used for everyone, so everyone drop a message ASAP so you can take advantage of that. It's a no-brainer, man. You literally get in. But yeah, it's not some shaky little broker. Don't worry, boys. But yeah, my personal position, if I quickly get rid of this, what it would be long here, TP here, stop loss here. That would be my position. But obviously, I'm not in EU. The only one I'm in right now is GJ. Oh. Lou, you taking the long in EU? Nah, man, I'm happy just being in these GJ shorts, to be fair. I don't want to over-risk because the market has been a bit jank these last few days. Facts, that's what I'm in right now. Yeah, man, I just don't want to take too many risks, really. You got to stop bullshitting 2.5k to 300k. Yeah, trust me. Check Discord, I got all the proof. Okay. What is your Discord? I don't know where you're meant to have dropped it, but... Has anyone got these re-entries placed? I'm not getting in, as I said. I don't want to overly risk. Go to profits. Here we go, boys. A few results from yesterday, man. Got Phoenix absolutely cooking. Gold cooked. Phoenix cooking. Remember I told you I'll buy a 10k live on stream and use your strategy. 1 hour, 2 hour audible liquidity sweep, 3-minute IFEG. I'm up 5% on this account, bro, thanks to you. W's in the chat for that, man. Up 5%, I rate that. First Alpha Capital, 2-step account pass, closed with clean gold short. Lovely, man. Lovely, man. Look, in the Discord, boys, you can't, okay, this guy's clearly chatting shit. I'm pretty sure. Fucking hell. No, he don't mind a trade, does he? Wow, bro did all that to make $40. Lost. Wow, that is definitely a revenge trade as well. EU short. Wow, he's already closed out. Jack closed out on that EU short. Nice. You said you turned. Didn't you say you turned 2.5 grand? It said you deposited 5 bags. I'm not sure what proof this is meant to be. I can imagine you deposited 5 grand and you turned it into 8 grand. That's believable, but... Oh, wait, this is... Okay, this is it, apparently. Currency is this? US dollars, wait. Wait. Deposit 2.3 mil, really? Really? Chat, one in the chat if you believe he had a 2 point... Fuck me. I mean, not gonna lie, if you've already got 2 mil... Okay, GJ's come right back up. If you've got 2.5 mil to deposit, probably no point actually trading. You're better off just fucking putting that into property or something. Maybe pesos. It did say US dollar. Come on, Venom. Big up, bro. Wait, chat, give me 2 seconds. Bro, I got some fucking peak ulcer, man. Give me 2 seconds, chat. Everyone, let me know who's got any limits placed, who's in a trade. I want to see every trade that you man are in right now. Let me know, chat. Oh my god, bro. Bare ream on it. Appreciate the gift, bro. CAD JPY bar limit set in USD CHF. Nice, man. GJ. Yeah, I'm still looking at GJ going down, bro. Bit choppy for my liking this. In buys for GBP CAD. I think that's. Hopefully we take out the FEG soon. Fair play. Big drop even my liking was in the pound sell. First bounce. That was at 6, 7 a.m. Fair play. GJ. You in this? I'm not in this EU, bro. No, we buying the EU. I'm not in this EU. I'm looking at buys for EU. This is just Mace's trade right here. He did go stop loss or break even on this already. In the signals. Yeah. Turned out to be a good thing. Turned out it was good that he went stop loss or break even. We did come back into that fair value. Okay, nice. Yeah. Looks like we are targeting that. Okay, this GJ's come back in. Not really too worried about this GJ. As I said, the stop loss is pretty massive, so it's not really something to worry about. We don't have any news that should really interfere with it anyway. Okay, these lot are still arguing about this fucking account. Yeah. I mean, Mace went stop loss to break even the signals, but not on his own, so he got cooked and the signals didn't, which is fair. Yeah, annoying. I would have preferred to come into the 0.5, but really we still got what we was expecting. Which is a rally into that, which is nice, man. Right, we filled it on GU. EU dump. Oh, mate. Fucking hell. Right, let me see what else people are in. Check oil, nice Asia sweep. Give me a sec, bro, and I'll check that, man. Give me 2 secs. Let me see what the YouTube chat's in. Low, okay, I don't really need to prove nothing to no one. I lost it all. I'm a mug for that, but I'm just showing proof it can be done. So you lost 2.6 mil? No, I lost 300k. How do you lose 2.5? Yeah, trust me. Over a year span, I withdrew, but I also deposited up to 2.6 mil total. I never saw 2.5 M's. Surely that's cap. Yo, TP smashed. I got TP EU longs. Nice, man. EU, nice. My TP just got slapped nicely on EU. Brother, is this still going down? Yeah, GJ, I do think it will, bro. Lou, you looking for gold shorts? Not really, bro. I'll be looking for longs. Starting to make chart. You can see we are starting to make actually lows, higher, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher. So we're starting to actually see a bit of structure come into the market, which is nice because for a while we didn't really have that. If you look here, we didn't really have that previously. It was kind of just one whole big rally. So that's nice, to be fair. And I'd really be looking at buyers. If we are looking at the current range low, it is there, and the current range high is here. Oh. Range low there, range high is there, and we've got the fair value gap here. So we're looking to go from this internal fair value gap up to this external high. So my entry point would be around here, where I'll be looking for buyers, and my target would be this high here. So now if we actually go down a little bit deeper, look for confirmation. We also have 4-hour CRT. Like that, we've got 4-hour CRT. We can see after that CRT, prices tapping into these bullish order blocks and then starting to run away. So I'd just be looking for buyers, man. In terms of where to look for buyers, it's a little bit difficult because price is kind of distributing right now, but it's not really that strong. So yeah, you man, I'd only be looking for buyers. Let me know any levels though you lot are looking to buy at. Mate, I lost it all. I need a fiver. I lost 2.5 million. All right, mate. Yeah, trust me, David. Oh my God, it's mine. I don't know why I'd lie about losses. Don't worry about it. I mean, if you're telling the truth, then GG's, but I just don't think you are. So, right, nice. GJ's starting to continue down. What happens at EU? It's just having a recovery, boys. Just having a recovery. DXY just jumped off a cliff. Yeah, man. Literally, bro. EU pumping. EUGU pumping. See off that 30-minute fair value gap we just played. I mean, that was why my bias was bullish. Was that we swept this low in the New York session. We tried to push down. So obviously yesterday, Asia session pushed down, London session pushed down. We tried to push down for the New York session, but obviously nothing actually came of it. We wasn't able to push any lower, and we ended up closing back within the old range. We ended up closing back within the range. So yeah, that showed me really that the New York session showed no want to go even lower, and instead we're going to start to retrace a little bit to these bearish POIs. So yeah, essentially we swept the low, rejected. You see we came down and then started making that nice bullish structure. So this was just the next part of that. Mate, GJ's moving fucking mad. GJ's just moved 20 pips in the space of 2 minutes. Please check gold. Yeah, I just checked it, bro. I'll be bullish on gold, personally. I'll be bullish on gold. DXY, I never lost 2.5 mil. I accumulated a total of 300k. But I was consistently withdrawing deposit in it. Amounted up to 2.5 over a year. Fair play. I mean, how did you get... So, and that started off with 2.5k. I mean, fuck me. You went from 2.5k to that. Still happy with this, GG. As I said, we got a 50 pip stop loss, so... It was my last of crypto. I turned it into 100k over 28 days. Fucking hell. Can we enter now? Yeah, you can, man. Bro, G, you're right. This is GJ, bro. It says in the bottom right. This is GJ right now. This is GJ that we're looking at right now. It's the only trade I'm in. It's basically at break even. I'm requesting a 1k payout today. Nice and unrealistic, unlike Fugazi traders. Of course, you can be profitable, but yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, man. Bro, GU sell right now. I wouldn't be looking at GU sell, to be honest. Why is GJ so volatile? It's just JPY, bro. The thing is, JPY moves a lot more anyway. So if you go on a daily candle, for example, Like your average daily candle, even like an average sort of slow day like this, for example. Let's take just a normal, nothing really crazy going on. It's a 200 pip candle, but if you go on EUGU, a normal nothing day is like 50 pips. So yeah, the JPYs do just move a lot more, just in general. That's just sort of how they are, bro. Okay, GU's actually coming down nicely from this fair value gap. It's actually coming down nicely from this. See, we filled that 4 hour. Let's see if DXY is ready though, because DXY is the main one. And even DXY mitigated a decent point. I don't know if we're going to be ready to come up just yet though, man. Potentially. It just doesn't really have anything to invert. Where the fucking dump was all in one 5-minute candle, doesn't really have anything to look for confirmations wise. If you go on the 1 minute, we are starting to make bullish structure like this. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be looking to jump in sells though, to be honest. Fucking hell, these lot are all just arguing about stick blocker. What's your entry on GJ? I just live executed on GJ, bro. I live executed. Live executed. Just live executed here. Started to get these rejections from here. Yeah, these lot are just going at it in the chat about if slip blocker's lying or not. I think DXY will go down into the daily FUG. Yeah, that's probably the most likely, bro. It's probably the most likely. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I'm still pretty confident on GJ, to be honest. Strong wick on GJ. Yeah, man. I do kind of like GJ, man. I wouldn't be looking to close this. If I get stopped out, I will be surprised, but I'll firm it. Bro, this Kiwi is not good for fucking this ulcer that I got, bruv. Any other pairs looking decent, though? I'm glad today we can actually trade our standard pairs, though. Our JPYs and our EUGU, rather than fucking looking at, like, GBP CAD, GBP AUD, NZD CAD, all these mad pairs. So we're just floating around minor profit right now. To be fair, I used to risk 10% risk and hold runners for longs. Gold parabolic last time this year. I'd lost a lot, but the wins were massive. Yeah, fair play. I mean, if you was just purely and utterly just spamming buys on gold last year, it's pretty impossible to have lost. So, fair play. Fair play. USD ZAR is P. Oh my god, can someone drop a comment that's not about fucking... That's not about slick blocker? Yo, I'm actually looking to buy the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. Bro, like, I just feel like you know that Israel do not take L's. They just never take L's. They always get what they want. I think this is probably the cleanest fucking buy you're ever going to get. For some reason it, oh no, it did open bullish. Wait. Why does it not have Wednesday? Why does it not have Tuesdays? Oh, it does. Why is there no price action for Tuesday here? What the hell? Is there just no data for it? But there must be, because the data is just that quite clean. Got USD TRY, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's just, I mean, we've already gone through this, but Turkey's doing a great job there, aren't they? Well played, Turkey. Wow, really well played, Turkey. Your currency's getting devalued to absolute fuck against the dollar. Oh my god. Okay. Had a decent little bit of a rally there, and then just, okay. Yeah, so, yeah. It's been getting absolutely fucked, bro. Been getting absolutely cooked repeatedly. Fucking hell. Literally every single day. Literally every single day. GJ's moving mad slow right now. No, not slow, but just chopping up and down right now. Did you see ICT's tweet? He is moving to Forex. Why is that? US equities right now very hard to trade. Yeah, is that what you've been trading, Deep Focus? Strong wicks on GJ. Yeah, man, there's a lot of wicks on GJ. I mean, our stop loss is even clear of this high anyway. It's like, it's way clear of this high. It's clear by like 25 pips, so not really too concerned. If we do want to come higher than this leg here, that's the only way we get cooked. Everything else we should be good. Is everyone out? I think everyone's out of EU then. Are we only really looking at JPY pairs then, I'm assuming? What is ALG? ALG is the age of liquidity grab, bro. Age of liquidity grab. We haven't really moved, to be honest. Just stayed in this little area. Might EJ and GJ take out London highs, then dump? Potentially, bro. Potentially. That's why I've got my stop loss set a bit higher. I do think we could maybe come a little bit higher into this fair value gap. Into that fair value gap and then come lower. So, definitely something that could happen. You go on the 1 hour, though. Can see. For me, it's still looking pretty bearish. And you teach this, and in your mentorship, do you teach this exact strategy? Yeah, bro. We've got two main strategies. The ALG is our main strategy. Did you end up taking it EU? Nah, bro. Didn't end up taking it EU. Didn't end up taking it EU. Only one I'm in right now is GJ. GJ sells. All I'm in right now is GJ sells. When was it that EU had that pump then? When was it? Literally one candle as well, near enough. $30 pipper in what? Yeah, 27 pips in one candle is pretty nuts. GJ's kind of climbing. Kind of climbing right now, boys. I'm glad I went shorts on GU pre-market open. Pre-market recently starting to hit differently on GU. Yeah, we're getting the moves bare early recently on EU GU. Price action not good today. It's not the best in the world, but it's definitely better than it has been Monday, Tuesday. But yeah, Shay, that is exactly what we teach in our mentorship, man. If you're trying to get in there, probably going to join the mentorship. Thanks. No worries, Shay. Just drop me a message, man. Join the Discord and drop me a message. My name on there is Louis. You'll see my name in gold. When you join the Discord, boys, remember, I'll never message you first and I'll never ask you for money in crypto. So if someone... I think these lot are crashing out in the free chat. Oh, mate. Bro, 30-minute time frame I'm looking at right now. We've got this imbalance here that we're filling now, so we don't really want it to fill anything more than the high. Let's see, GJ looking good. Yeah, I do like the look of GJ. I do like the look of it for sure. Not really anything else that looks appealing to me. EU and G have had their move. We was looking for that bullish move, which we had already. We've got now. We are generating a lot of equal lows now. You can see what's kind of nice is we are taking out the highs. Wait. We're taking out the highs, but then if you look at the lows, not really taking out any of them. You can see they're all just lining up for these equal lows. So we should eventually start sweeping these lows. Not really any highs left to sweep, obviously, other than this just high up here, which again we may want to sweep, but we're assuming that we don't want to sweep that. Can you go over GJ? What was your analysis? Yeah, no worries, Will. Chris. I don't know why I called you Will. Where's your TP? My TP is the Friday low, bro. So yeah, we really should start taking out lows now. We should do. So basically my analysis on GJ, starting on the daily time frame, was first of all, we're coming off bullish off of this order block here. So we should move bullish off of this up to this external high. But for me, it's looking like we don't have the power to do that. It's looking like we're not strong enough to actually break this high. And instead, we're just filling this fair value gap to then come back down again. So essentially an internal to internal again, and then the start of this new bearish trend. So that's the first thing, is basically I don't think that this high is going to be strong enough to reach all the way up here. The other thing, obviously if we look at the daily, this is the imbalance we've filled, and the order block here that we'll be really targeting. Then when we go down a little bit more onto the 4 hour, well off, big old sell off, price then come up, filled a clear order block. So filled this order block and then had a sell off again. So that for me really confirms that we are in fact in a bearish order flow. And then when we look at it a bit closely, so we filled this, started to move down, came back up, and then filled this fair value gap again. We've got another 4 hour fair value gap that we filled. So I'm looking for price to essentially have filled this and then targeting this low. That's essentially what I'm looking for. That to be filled and then targeting that low. And in terms of the actual entry, the entry is just your typical ALG. You can see that's the 4 hour fair value gap that we filled. We've got an hour imbalance here that we filled. So we filled the hourly. And we was getting basically decent signs that we was bearish. We was getting nice rejections after sweeping the Asia high. We was getting nice clear rejections. Bearish fair value gaps getting made. Bullish fair value gaps getting inverted. So that just confirmed to me even more that we are intending to trade down a bit lower. So I just live executed on that. Stop loss at the high and then TP at the prior day low. Is basically what we're looking for. Gold shorts look decent. I wouldn't really be looking to short gold, bro. I'd only be looking to long gold, to be honest. I'd only really be looking to long gold. Lovely, thanks. Got the same. No worries, bro. Nice law of effort on GJ as well. Yeah, very quick to come down and very slow to come back up, which is nice. Do want it to start actually having a move now, though. It's really just been chopping up and down. I got cooked on EU shorts. What was you looking for? ALG sells or? People were saying that EG looked nice this morning as well, apparently. Oh, mate, I don't know how people can even say EG looks nice. It just looks terrible, just like it does every other day. Yeah, EG looks terrible. We know that we can see that the pound's kind of, well, not kind of, pound is clearly stronger than the euro right now. So obviously it's going to be easier to catch EJ shorts than it is. To be fair, EJ shorts could actually be nice now if you haven't already got in on anything else. So again, we're filling this 1 hour. We've got this 4 hour CRT, or 8 hour CRT, sorry, where we've swept this candle's high, so we should really start trading into that candle's low. If you go on the 1 hour, you can see we filled this, so we took the high, big sell off, we filled the imbalance, so we should really be coming back down for that next leg down. See, that's the sell off from the imbalance that we had. That big sell off created its own imbalance on the 10 minute or 15 minute really we'll be looking at. So price has just tapped into that order block. So you'd be valid on sells for this, in my opinion. You can see that big imbalance was made, we filled that. So yeah, you'd be looking for something off of this order block, wherever it may be. Stop loss on the high. And then TP on Asia low. So that's one way of trading it. Obviously, the way I've really got it is I've widened it a bit. So I've got my stop loss on this high here and my TP on this low here, just to be a little bit safer. So that's the trade there. Basically, that I've got on GJ. But you can go for more of just a pure ALG if you did want. GJ moves cleanest during Asia, not going to lie. Yeah, defo. I mean, it doesn't necessarily move the cleanest. It just moves the most. So it's kind of the hardest to catch, but Just send you a message on Discord regarding the mentorship. Sweet, bro. I'll get back to you straight away, Kerr. Wait, what's your name on there? I think you messaged a fake account, bro. What's your name on Discord, Shay? Pretty sure you've messaged a fake account, mate. Remember, I'll never DM you first. Well, yeah, people were saying about oil. What is oil saying? People said ALG on oil. Oh, yeah, nice. Did you man actually end up taking that? Obviously, swept the Asia high here. So we are going to be targeting the Asia low as our typical ALG. Filled the imbalance and then price starting to rally down. Yeah, nice. Did anyone get... Obviously, coming off of this higher time frame order block from the... It's a similar thing, really, we saw for the New York session. Is New York session tried to continue all these moves, but we just didn't have the power. We took out the highs and then just rejected. So we just didn't have the power to make the move happen. And you can see after that move, price then come up, tapped into this order block. And now we're starting to have that next move down. So yeah, if you did get in sales on oil, fair play. Can you play a song called Peso? Oh yeah. Yeah, chat, if you're doing that deposit bonus, Stu's just dropped a message in the Discord so you can take advantage of that right now. Who's it by, this song called Peso? Yeah, Shay, what's your name, man, on Discord? Because I don't think you've messaged the right account. Appreciate the follows, boys. Yeah, shit's just moving quite small. SAC Capitals on Discord. Yeah, you haven't messaged me, bro. Oh, wait, no, wait, this is you, wait. For some reason it doesn't say your name at all. You got your name starred out. Oh, yeah, no, you did message me. Yeah, you did. You did, bro, you did. Mate, this is kind of annoying. Can you actually move a little bit, or...? Yeah, I'll drop you a message after the live, bro. I'll get you all started on the mentorship. What is this MSNR strategy? MSNR, what is that? Wow, Messi, Suarez, Neymar strat. Malaysian support and resistance. Have you tested ALG on AU? Yeah, let's have a look at AU today. Let's have a look. Filled that 1 hour. Swept the Asia high, filled that 1 hour. If we can close below this, then yeah, you could potentially jump in sells. If we invert this fair value gap. Potentially jump in sells to the Asia low. Off of the 0.5. Fucking hell, what on earth is that on my door, bruv? I think I've got a parcel delivered. Give me 2 secs. Give me 2 secs. Chat me answer the door and get this parcel, bruv. Fucking Very annoying shit like this. It's not what you want, is it? No. I took the sell at. Wait, what are you talking about? Not really sure what you're talking about there. Let's see what's going on in the news right now, boys. Israel says it hit security headquarters across Tehran as Iran attacked US sites in Dubai and Qatar.
Same story. A Prime Minister who Navy fleet stranded in port is their headline. Paper has a photograph of the fleet's flagship in Portsmouth Harbour, which the Mail says is looking a world away from being battle ready.
Well, the Mirror's front page is the deployment of HMS Dragon to Cyprus. It's being described as defensive.
Okay, we are pushing up pretty heavily now on GJ. Get rid of this real quick. Let's just see how we play out, man. Looks like we are going to be breaking out of this high. Again, our stop loss is very safe, so it's not really too much of a concern. It's not too much of a concern, chat. Thing is that the M basket, yeah, the M basket needs to fucking decide what it's doing realistically. Let's quickly go over the M basket again off this order block. So we have tapped into this order block here. We're seeing decent rejection to the upside. Obviously, price filling this imbalance here, continuing higher. Because we have filled this 4 hour though already, so yeah, we've already filled this 4 hour imbalance, so should really be good to go to just move off of this straight away, to be honest. And again, came off the order block, had the rally, the fill, rally again. I'm happy I've got a safe stop loss though, I can't lie. I need to get out of this fucking country, bro. GJ moving like dog shit ATM, yeah, trust me. I mean, it's not moving, it's just not really doing much. It's slowly creeping up. GU sells. Let's have a look at GU sells. Yeah, again, you want to wait for confirmation. So if GJ can invert this fair value gap here, then potentially. Until that, I'd expect the retracement to just continue a little bit higher. I'm holding a fair bit of drawdown right now though. I'm holding like 15 pips worth of drawdown. Iran will need to be paid Iran will need to be paid $1 to $5 trillion to back down. That money will be paid by GCC and Saudi Arabia. What world do you live in? Why on earth would anyone pay Iran to get back to back down? They're getting fucked up. You think Saudi Arabia is going to pay $1 to $5 trillion for it? Bro, Iran don't scare anyone. Like, come on, man. Pay to back down. Like, bruv. No one wants them to back down. They're cooked. They know they've lost. Anyone who thinks that they've got any chance of first day of the war. Like, yeah, as I said, man, I'd wait for that 15-minute inversion. When do you go? I haven't really got anything booked, bro, to go away or anything. Euro USD sell. I actually haven't even heard this fucking Dave album, the boy that played harp. It's just too sad and like... Same thing really, man. I'll be waiting for an inversion. If we get an inversion, then I'd look for that sell like that. Same with GU. If we get the inversion, look for that. Oh, bro, David's got good lyrics in that, but bro, when I'm listening to music, I don't know about you, man, but I actually want to enjoy it. I don't want to be like, just... People listen to it and watch it to get away from all the bullshit. I don't want to listen to music and be told about all the bad things going on in the world. EU is the strongest pair as opposed to GU. I mean, the pound is stronger than the euro right now. The pound is a lot stronger than the euro right now. Do you think EU can take Asia low? Yeah, we're waiting for this close. Might live execute this GJ sell now. Yes, at a really nice point. It is at a really nice point. I'm in Euro JPY buyers. Fair play. People selling are offside. Why is that, Kevin? Oh, I thought you was off this March. Yeah, we are off in March, but we haven't. Because we was going to go to like Bali or something, but the thing is with Bali, we're trying to fucking make some certy content. So it's annoying being like 8 hours in the future compared to you, man. Kind of want to just go somewhere in Europe so we're like a lot more close to you, man. I mean, yeah, kind of good song, but fuck me. It's the most depressing song in the world. Go to Portugal, same time zone. Yeah, I think Portugal's not that hot though, innit? Fuck GJ. Why you thought EU will troop down? Because I feel EU will go more up. I don't really think it will, bro. I mean, if we get confirmation, if we close below this, then maybe. But right now, I wouldn't really be looking for it to go down, bro. I agree. GU looks decent to come down. But looking at EU, we really want it to feel like a significant point of this fair value gap and then come down. Similar to DXY. Want it to actually fill majority of this fair value gap and then go higher. GJ's getting absolutely cooked right now. We swept this high yet? No. This is obviously the current London high. Madeira in Portugal is blazing, bro. Is it? Wow, 9 degrees and rainy. Hardly blazing. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't really say it's blazing. What is the move on GJ? I'm still looking for these shorts to come through, man. That's why we've got a big stop loss. We were aware we could definitely be coming up to fill more of this leg here. Could be filling this fair value gap here and then coming down. Are there any protests in London or celebrations? A bit of both, bro. Bit of both. Obviously, it's just more of the same, man. You got certain people bare happy about it, some people bare sad about it. It just sums up London. I mean, fucking anything can happen in England, and there'll be a group of people fuming and a group of people buzzing. I mean, I just don't think it makes any sense when people are like, oh, when people basically say that makes sense, in my opinion. What are you doing if GJ inverts on the 1 hour? Nothing, bro. I mean, I'm gonna hold this trade out. I'm just gonna hold this trade out. Bro said it was blazing. This was needs to subsidize, else Iran will make Britain Islamic Republic of Britain, especially if Britain goes offensive on Iran. Wait, what? Hey, what do you mean, Aki? Oh, wait. Yeah, what do you mean, Aki? Aki trades. This war needs to subside, else Iran, especially if Britain goes on the offensive of Iran. All right, so Aki, you think Iran? That, bro, come on though. if Britain goes offensive, then they're gonna make us these. They're gonna basically take us over. Bro, they can't even. They don't even have control of their own country, bro. No one in their country fucking likes them. They kill thousands and thousands of protesters every single day. Their supreme leader got murked on the first day of the war. and you think that they can take over Britain, a country that's never been conquered. A country that couldn't even be conquered by the greatest fighting force Europe has ever seen in Germany in World War II. Don't think so, bro. Don't really think so. Starmer getting laughed out on world politics. Mate, Starmer's got that negative aura, bro. Like, no aura. It's going to come through, yeah. I think a few people in the YouTube said they're going to live execute cells right now. You got to worry about the people here in the UK, lad, held up in hotels. Yeah, I mean, that's just a different problem. I don't think, like... People have been saying that there's some, like, sleeper people that come over on boats, but I don't really believe that. I think that's just people trying to dramatise stuff. They never met Ronnie Pickering. Yeah, if Ronnie Pickering gets involved, then whew, the world's in for a fucking shock. Took SL on EU, entered cells, should have held the sweep. What, did you got stopped out on buys and then you jumped in cells? I entered cells. Oh, right, no, yeah, I see that, I hear you. Yeah, fair play, Keon. Fair play, bro. USA solos on a military front ATM. Budget set to be greater than the entire world combined. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm sure it is already. Like, literally no chance. Are you still in GJ? Yeah, bro. Probably down like a bag right now. If this sweeps the highs, you're cooked. Yeah, no shit. That's like saying if you put something in the oven and turn it up to a decent temperature, it's cooked. Yeah. Bro basically said if you take stop loss, you're cooked. Well, yeah. Mate, Aki, I don't think your other comment went through, bro. When do you think the reversal will take place? I think we're probably just going to mitigate something from up here. So this leg down here. Not only have we got this fair value gap here, we've also got this 15 minute. So price may want to push up higher into that. And that's why I've got my stop loss above this higher. Because we always knew that was a possibility. We have swept the current London high though. Do you guys do booking calls for your mentorship before? Yeah, bro. Send me a DM, Rafi, on Discord. Join the Discord and send me a DM. My name's Louis on there, and I can jump on a call with you, bro. World War 3, is that gonna happen? Nah, bro. Iran's just gonna periodically be getting cooked little by little every day, and no one's gonna come to their side. The only people that actually support Iran are terrorist groups and then China and Russia, but China and Russia don't care about Iran like that. I don't care about Iran like that to actually be, to defend them. What's the broker deal about, Lou? Thought you'd be against that. Why would I be against that, bro? Trust me, again, we've got a big stop loss for a reason. It's kind of annoying now, though, because if this trade is to hit TP, we're going to need price to run 124 pips. But as I said, I'll just hold this one. This one's just a set and forget for me. If it stops us out, it stops us out. I ain't really too bothered. You see the TikToks that show the direction of the missiles that hit in the... Seen that? Why would Israel do that? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but everyone cares about the energy and Iran is blocking it big time. Yeah, I mean, it's that Strait of Hormuz, isn't it? But the thing is that Trump's done, which is so clever, is he's taken out basically Russia's two biggest oil providers now. So he's taken out Venezuela and he's now taken out Iran. But we're basically taking out Iran. That's one of them. It's like... It's one of them. Trump playing 4D chess. Yeah, trust me. So really, it should really help. Really, it should help stop the Russia-Ukraine war as well. Because I mean, Russia's slowly dwindling, man. They can't get Venezuelan oil anymore. It's going to be tricky to get Iranian oil. And plus, Iran used to supply them with weapons, cheap weapons and stuff, which they obviously can't do anymore. Iran has claimed all hits other than Aramco. Oh, they hit Aramco, Saudi Aramco. What is? Well, they hit their drills. Big homie crashed the dollar, got the world to sign trade deals, and now dollar value is pumping. Yeah, literally. That's actually better. I didn't even think about that, to be fair. Vote for the high, yeah, man. Like I said, we got our stop loss here for a reason. Like, we have our stop loss for a reason. Don't break it. I dropped you a message, sweet bro. All alone. Yeah, boys. Anyone who's DM me for the mentorship, I'll drop you a call. Start dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin at, in November. So at this point here, 6 is when I'll start buying. And I'll just dollar cost average it, which means I'll just buy a certain amount every day. I'll probably just buy like £100 every day or something. But again though, the stop loss is up here for a reason. It's basically the same trade. Obviously I'm not in this one, but wasted. Israel or Iran. It's like asking me that's like asking me Tottenham or Chelsea, bro. I'm an Arsenal fan, like I don't have yeah. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that, considering yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Anyone here know how to get an APAC sponsorship? Yeah, I think you just gotta work for the US government, bro. That's basically it. Buy £100 or what every day. Bitcoin, bro. Bro, my family in Oz says fuel has gone up 40 cents per litre. And here in Thailand, where I am now, it's we have a £20 limit per day on fuel. Crazy. Yeah, the world's just preparing, man. Just preparing. I mean, isn't it like 20% of all oil goes through the Strait of Hormuz and now nothing can pass through? I've seen vids from people saying I'm here now and there's no war. Yeah, a lot of people are being paid to shill for Dubai though. One of the Aramco refineries is shut down. Possible Israel hit, not Iran. I doubt it, bro. Why on earth? Why would Israel want to hit Aramco? Saudi Arabia is like the most West supporting Muslim country there is. I don't think Israel have got any problem with them. I've seen vids from, oh yeah, is the war still going on? Yeah, bro. We should support our own nation, no one else. That's my main thing, like, people can get on with what they want to do. At the end of the day, it's a bit different if you're American, but I mean, we're British, bro. Like, Keir Starmer was not rated. Keir Starmer was just a clown, man. He apparently wasn't even told about the attack. Apparently he wasn't even told in advance about the attack, but then after, when Trump asked to use our jets and our bases, he said yes. That's me literally buying a fucking box of work and saying, yeah, we trapping out of your yard, by the way. Like, Trump gonna nab all their oil, yeah, facts. Arsenal will bottle the league again. Keep coping. You lot have been coping for how long? Literally for about since the season began. You lot have been coping so fucking hard in my comments. Oh, Arsenal aren't going to win the league. Arsenal aren't going to win the league. You're going to bottle it. You're going to bottle it. You're going to bottle it. We're top of the league still. So keep hate watching. Because I'm loving it. Every time you man are sitting there hate watching, I'm just loving it. Loving it, man. Feels good. Feels good to be the dog. Trump thinks Kira's a joke, man. Yeah, he just no one respects Trump. I mean, no one respects Keir Starmer. Oh my fucking god, bruv. Another delivery, bro. Fucking hell, 2 secs, chat. I got another delivery. Aussie's orange country. Wait, what? How do I short the Dubai property market? Ask ChatGPT, bro. I can actually tell you that. Do you think it'll go up soon? What's that, Rafi? Are you talking about? You mean oil? Oh, Bitcoin. No, in November I think it's going to go up. It's more time-based. It's cyclical. False flag on Aramco to draw the Saudis in. Boys, like, Saudi Arabia already backs Israel and America. There's no need for, like, a false flag. I don't know. In my opinion, anyway. Thing is about the Saudis, they care about number one. They care about themselves. Which is pretty much what every other country wants to do. So they don't really care about being friends with Israel and America. Like, they'll happily be pals with them. If it means that they're more secure. Which that is what it means. Where is Orange Country? Apparently it's, well, I thought Orange Country isn't that California? Or is that my bugging? Have we closed above this on the 1 hour yet? If we have, then I'm gonna, yeah, we did actually. No, we want to start moving from here really. If you look at the M basket. The M basket's not moving down as much as we'd want it to though, man. The M basket really, like, we should be safe even if price wants to come all the way down here. But we're not going to be just because of how GJ's moving. You can see we've basically been safe on the entire day range. We've had our stop loss above the day open. Which should leave it safe here, but we're not going to be. If price wants to go all the way down here, we're going to get wicked out. Kind of annoying. Just 2 points. Hold that, bro. Dubai property is now 10 million property for 2 million, then flip it. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, the people are kind of overdoing it about Dubai. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Dubai, yeah, I get it. Dubai's not safe right now, but as soon as Iran's taken off the map, then Dubai is going to be safe. So it's one of them. It's kind of like selling the top if you're selling now. I mean, sorry, selling the bottom. You're better off buying. When the masses seek to sell, you buy. There's maximum amount of fear for the Dubai property market now, but you got to think of it. Why is there so much fear? It's because this could happen again. Who's it going to happen again by? No one. If Iran's off the map, then no one else will want to attack them. So... what can you expect? Even NATO called Trump daddy. Yeah, I mean, one of them things, bro, like, it's no secret. They are just the most powerful country in the world by a mile. So, like, there's no way of really getting around that, innit? What do you think about GBP AUD sells? Let me quickly look at gold real quick. GBP AUD sells. I don't know, man. It looks it's moving a bit weird. All pairs are moving a bit weird right now. I wouldn't even really want to touch it. We're kind of at an awkward point. So we've just had a decent change of character, which would suggest the start of an uptrend. But if you look at where we are, you don't really want to be buying in a premium. You want to be ideally buying at the discount. So when we're in the discount, that's when you want to look to buy. You don't just want to be buying down here. You want to be buying down here, not really in this area. So it's kind of in an awkward spot. But at the same time, you don't really want to sell this market because for a start, we've got this huge wick. So even if we was wanting to sell, I'd want that wick to be swept and then sell. And if we was to buy, I'd want to come down into this fair value gap and buy. So we're kind of in a middle point right now, which is why it's not really that optimal, in my opinion. Would you want to move to somewhere like America or Dubai, or do you like England? I wouldn't want to move to America or Dubai, no. I wouldn't want to move to America or Dubai. Neither of them really interest me, to be honest, mate. I mean, America does, but the thing is with America, I trade the London session, right? So really, I have to be awake at the latest, like the latest 7, because that's when you really start trading. So, and 7 o'clock in New York is like 2 a.m. So it just anywhere westwards of England, and this is something you've really got to think about if you trade the London session. Anywhere westward on a map of England, you can't really live in if you want to trade the London session for a living, which is what I do. Which only leaves Europe and then the East. So, and the problem with the East is half of the East is just fucking Russia, China, and India, which you can't really go to. I mean, you can go to India if you really want, but I mean, Russia and China don't really have free internet and stuff, so it's a bit difficult for that. And then obviously that only really leaves Southeast Asia or the Middle East. Like, Southeast Asia is banging, but I don't know about living there full time. And then the Middle East is like good, but as you said, Dubai's the main one, and Dubai don't really interest me. So I'd most want to move to somewhere else in Europe. Somewhere like Italy, really. Somewhere like Italy, man, would be my go-to. That's where my quality of life will actually be good. Like, I'll wake up every morning and be like happy to be where I am. It's not like Dubai where, yeah, it's nice, it's warm and you see cool cars and shit, but I don't know, it's not really beautiful, is it? Greek islands are the play. Yeah, that's a great shout as well. European summer vibe. Yeah, literally, bro. Check Euro CHF. USD CHF. Alright, we did just feel this imbalance. Got a big wick rejection yesterday. We see a lot, basically on every fucking asset last week. I mean, not last week, yesterday. We saw New York session attempt to push forward, but not have the strength to do so. Mate, stop inviting me to go live, please. We tried to push higher, but didn't have the ability to do so. And so we had the little rally, didn't do so. So yeah, I would be looking to sell Euro CHF. Sorry, USD CHF. I'd be looking to sell down. My target would be, if we look at the current leg from the high to from the low to the high. Low. Oh. Really? Fuck off. Who fucking ever uses that? Seriously. From the low to the high. I really want price to come down into this discount area. So my targets would be this 50% level of the range. So basically just below New York low from Monday. So just below here. That's where I'd be targeting. Whereabouts in England are you staying? Is it Canary? I'm in Essex at the moment, bro. I was in Canary before. I've lived in Canary, Thailand. That's it, really, to be fair. I think so. They call it the orange, yeah. Bro, it's moving so slow. Yeah, trust me, bro. It is moving slow. I hit legs yesterday and can barely walk. G's, BP, CHF and the Euro CHF are amazing this morning. What setup was you looking for, bro? ALG. Nice, man. Nice. GJ update. We're just waiting for it to start moving, bro. I'm hoping that we can just reject off of this fair value gap. But looking at the M basket, it's kind of annoying, right? Because we set our stop loss, or the equivalent for GJ, on the low, right? So if you look at the current low of the day. So on GJ, we set our stop loss on the current high of the day, right? So it basically means we can afford to retrace as much as we want and still be safe. So it basically means on the M basket, we can afford to retrace as much as we want and still be safe. But if you look at the difference between the M basket, is the M basket's not really near this yet, and GJ is. So if the M basket wants to retrace all the way down, then GJ is going to get cooked, which is kind of bullshit because we had a big stop loss to make that safe for ourselves. But that's obviously just caused by the strength of the pound. Oh yeah, Rafi, it's calm, bro. Canary's nice, but like, at the end of the day, it's still England. It's probably the best place in England. Actually, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the best place in England, actually, but I just prefer to live in like somewhere in Europe that's actually warm. Good food, warm, good nature. Like Italy, like someone said in the chat, like Greek islands. Canary Wharf, yeah, and yeah, Canary Wharf, not the Canary Islands. I'm holding some pretty fat drawdown right now. I'm on JER 30 longs. Actually, I haven't had to look at JER 30 in a while. Let's have a look. Check JER 40 instead, so the indicator actually works. JER 40 longs. I mean, yeah, we are very bearish, so I'm assuming you're basically what was looking for EU and GU earlier, which is just that nice recovery. Yeah, no, so I'll probably aim for this order. Be looking to buy up to there. So I think you can probably hold these buys out for a while, man. Go on the 1 hour, you can see that bullish order flow is starting, so you can see we filled this fair value gap here. Filled that fair value gap there. And made a higher high. So really we're looking for a higher low and then another higher high. So if I was trying to look for buyers on this, I mean, assuming you're already in, but if you was looking for buyers, I'd be looking to go off this order block here. So again, want to just see this order flow continue. We've had a high, low, I want high, low, and then high. So I'll be looking for something like this. Yeah, really just, yeah, something like that. Need it to come down a fair bit though, that's the only issue. But if you're already in on longs, then nice. I would just think there will be a lot of traffic getting in and out. Nah, it's not that bad, bro. It's not that bad. And wouldn't you have to play Blackpool Tunnel Charge every time you go in and out? Nah, bro. No, there's not that much traffic, bro. There's not that much traffic. And plus, majority of people, if you live in Canary, you don't really drive about anyway. You're more just like, everything you need is in Canary Wharf, so you're more just walking about. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be cooked now. It's annoying. We shouldn't be, man, because I still do think all the M basket may is going to want to do is take out this low, tap into this order block and move higher, which is why I had my stop loss on the equivalent point of here. But obviously with the pound strength, it's not going to be able to survive that. So yeah, I feel like this may be getting cooked right now. Be a fucking miracle if it doesn't, I'm not going to lie, because we need price to come down 130 pips to our TP or 15 pips to our SL. I think I'll just take longs on EU. Longs on EU. A14 is dodge. Tower Hamlets ain't ideal. Yeah, well, I mean, Tower Hamlets and Canary Wharf's very different. Tower Hamlets is a dive. Yeah, I agree with that. Longs at 70-70. Oh, 270-70. Fair play. So basically back into the Pride Asia range. Fair play. Are you already in or are you looking to get him? I find it so funny they're literally right next to each other. Yeah, trust me. A lot of people say that's just London for you though, man. There's a lot of really nice areas next to really shit areas. Just London summed up, really, that is. Watching that 15-minute FEG, yeah, bro. Break my heart, don't break it. Built by the Saudis. I think it's more the Qataris, bro. Majority of the buildings there are owned by the Qataris, but yeah, they're all foreign owned, yeah. Gold, I am bullish as for a target of up here. Don't really know about an entry though, to be honest. I mean, if you did want to just live execute it, could just live execute it for like a 1-to-1. But yeah, I'm not really. That's the thing, man. We got a clear target for gold, 5288. But not any point to enter off of. I mean, looking at this current leg here, maybe just disorder block here. But even this probably is not going to get retapped into. So difficult to find an actual entry on there. Watching that 15-minute FVG. What on, Jay? Come on, boy. Give us something. I'm not majorly confident on this one anymore, to be honest. I'm still in it, though. Some USA news soon, but I don't think that does anything special. Yeah, I think we still got about 2 hours. Yeah, well, an hour and 45. Yeah, what news is it? Let me actually double check. Not NFP employment change, yeah. This news shouldn't do too much. I mean, it's not really going to affect our position anyway, unless the news is like crazy, crazy different. But yeah, I'm not majorly confident on it, to be honest. I'm not crazy confident on this one anymore. What do you think about AU and GU New York? I think we're going to continue to the upside just to recover, man. I think we was a little bit overreactionary with the moves that we had, to be honest. Post obviously the war announcement, I think we was a bit overreactionary with that huge rally. I do think price is going to significantly rebalance that. I mean, it was in line with the trend that we was looking for all last week, so it's nice that it did do that. But yeah, I do just think we're going to kind of come back down. Not all the way back down, but at least maybe into the discount area. Because you got to think fundamentally what's really changed about the dollar and the euro and the pound. Not really, not massive amounts, do you know what I mean? Let me quickly give the YouTube an update on my P&L currently for this trade. If you want to see my P&L, boys, then go to the YouTube stream, Richesse FX. I can show that for you. So we're down about 850. About 8 bills. Yeah, we're down about 7-8 bills right now. Obviously, full TP will bring us 4.4k. Probably about 4.1 after commissions. Take my heart, don't break it. Check Yen Basket. Yen Basket's pissing me off. I don't even want to check it, bro. Don't even want to check it. I want to eat the rest of this kiwi, bro, but I've got a peak ulcer and the sourness of it is just mad hurting. I'm going to go grab another orange. Alright, let's go, chat. We're nearly back in profit. Let's go. Let me quickly go grab an orange, boys. Keep your eye on GJ. If GJ thinks about moving up, just give it a fucking slap. Let me get an orange real quick. Get some music on, bruv. Just put a random autoplay. Okay. Well, this is just an undeniably good tune. Katy Perry's bare annoying, but she does have some good tunes. Buys or sells for EU and G. I'll be looking at buyers, bro. Are you risking 2% on this, Lou? No, I'm risking 1%, bro. I don't know if you man saw that, but I'm still trading that account that's already heavily up anyway. So I've got a bit of dough to play with. Come on, man. Hit us with some profit, bro. Hit us with some profit. Mate, I've got a fucking... I know I've said it bare times, but I've got an absolute peak ulcer, man. It bare hurts to eat anything. Put salt on it. It stings but burns it away. I got this cream that I put on it. I'm a fucking bang moron, bruv. Holy shit, man. Worst thing, man. Bare hurts. Bonjela is called. Right, what happened in this fucking video? What were you doing before you was profitable? I was working and I was in uni, bro. You need Bonjela. That's what I keep going to put on, bro. That's what I'm using. Bonjela goated. How did you and mates meet? Our dads know each other, bro. Who you sell? Yeah, man. Looks like we are gonna have that closed below. Yeah, it looks like we are gonna close below. Let's wait and see. GU looks a little bit nice because we fully filled that. Did he put you on trading? I'll put Mace on trading. Right, mates is basically my mate. You know, everyone, well, I don't know, but most people have a mate where if there's any like money-making opportunities, we just put each other on. And when I found out about trading, I was like, bruv, this shit's next level. Like, I had to put him on. So we basically just both learnt together. Who's jumping in shorts on EUGU? I know. Gonna wait for entry. See, we have both. We got 40 seconds left of the close, so we'll wait and see. I'm just waiting for a 1 minute retracement for EU Self. Fair play. If we invest 15, they'll jump in. Fair play. We have NFP. Yeah, but it's you open it. 2-6. Is the ADP, so it's the estimated change. To be fair, it's not really going to have a huge impact, to be honest. You do want to be careful, though. That's why I don't really like trading the New York session, man, for shit like that. Because there is always a risk of, like, yeah, news falling. Filled that fair value gap looking to go down. So EU's a little bit less clean, so's the DXY. DXY's got this whole leg, so we would really want to see it retrace a bit deeper. Same with EU. We got this whole leg, so we would want to see it retrace a little bit deeper. Whereas GU have been more like kind of making the leg, filling the imbalance, making the leg, filling the imbalance, making a leg. Free meat meal, free meat meal. And I will never sell my soul. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's hit some profit again. Who's jumping in on EUG though, chat? Let me know. I'm not jumping in, man. I'm too hesitant on the disalignment with the two. I do think the DXY needs to retrace more, personally. So I won't be jumping in. Is anyone jumping in, though? What are you saying about EU? Yeah, it looks decent for a setup, but just where... I mean, GU looks decent, but it's just where DXY and it... Basically what I just went through. DXY and EU's got a lot more to retrace. GJ looks clean, to be fair. I am jumping in. Fair play. GJ moving again. Trust me, bro. GJ starting to move. People are jumping in. Fair play. Got some chads in the chat right now. You know, my heart cold as December be. Since elementary. Come on. Alright, we survived all that drawdown. Jump shots and stick-ups beat. Let me quickly update the Discord, because this was sent in as a signal on my live trading streams. Indictment of fears did a sweep. Had his first kiss, he went on a killing spree. That red light snoozing, he thought the shit was sweet. On the other side, we'll make him rest in peace. Actually, wait. Fuck, GJ got stopped out. Where was your stop loss, bro? Ain't playing no game. We really wanna be. This is why we had a nice and wide stop, because we did know we could mitigate this. Come on, let's actually start running though, man. Come on. Now I'm blowing up like propane. Chat, if anyone's trying to get in the mentorship, send me a DM. Me and Mason got laggy stream. Josh. I mean, cheers for letting me know, but... Look, what do you think about our UCL draws? Mate, I was saying this to my brother. We got just as much chance now of winning the Champions League as the Premier League. I don't think we'll win both, but I'm saying, like, realistically, in the Champions League, all we've really got to beat to get to the finals, Barca. Every other team, we should really be able to just walk through, innit? So if we can just beat Barca, then we're in the final, and then we're in a one-off game. So I literally think, bro, we just got just as much chance winning the champs as the Prem. GU short. Okay, yeah, people are jumping in now on these shorts. As I said, I'm not jumping in on these. I can see the appeal. I'm not jumping in myself. I won't change. That's the issue. I had SL at 450. Boom! We survived drawdown. Surviving R. Kelly, boys. We survived R. Kelly. We survived Epstein Island. We survived the Diddy party. Boom! We're back in profit. Come on, boys. Where was your stop loss? 10,450. Oh, yeah, you had it at this high, yeah. Let my mind forget you. Look it off, you spend it all on fast cars and shining crystals. But they ain't playing no game. We really want them dead. You got hit up close range. Get them out rain. One eye can still buy the dope game. My cousin got it dining, dealing. Come on, boys. We should be sitting at basically break even now on this trade. A little bit in front. What it would be safe to do now is it would be safe to chop your stop loss to here just to de-risk a slight little bit. Come on, boys. Let's fucking go. Check out Galanta, bro. Galant is gold. What's that? They're about to fly. Fuck me. Let's fucking go, chat. Let's go, boys. Come on, man. Boom. Galant is gold, yeah. What do these lot do, then? Investors. Should I call them right now? What, yeah, drop a little bit of lore about these. Who are they? What do they do? What are they saying? We survived the Diddy party, boys. Woohoo! Dracos on Dracos on Dracos. Parties on parties on parties. W's, come on, bro. Nobody survives a Diddy party. I'm living a life I should star in a movie. You're going to open GU? No, I'm not going to get in GU. Gold is pissing me off, I'm not going to lie. Why is that, bro? Yeah, it's kind of moving slow, isn't it? But that's what we've been saying for time, man. Gold doesn't really move during the London session. I mean, yesterday's a massive exception to that. But gold typically moves way more during the Asia session or the New York session. So this is a perfect example on Monday. You can see big movement during the Asia session. A big rally. London session does nothing. And then a big dump in New York. So you can see. Dreams come true. What's this point here? Because you could potentially chop your risk off to here. I'm not going to, but... That'll make it from a 45 pip to, yeah. They were still with the Irish product they had. Everyone thought they were dead. Anyway, they have some top geologists who took out ground in Chile right next to a giant deposit owned by Tech. It's likely Tech will buy them out for 500 mil plus. So what do? They gold miners then. They just got mined for gold. They were still with the Irish project. So what? I was trying to mine in Ireland. And then they recently just took ground in Chile. Okay. GJ's going down. Yes, trust me, bro. I did say price may retrace from that bullish FEG. 15 million, GJ. Whereabouts, bro? Gold blew so many accounts this week. Trust me, bro. Just keeps trying to push, then coming back. Yeah, facts. QT did not pay me out of 5%. Why is that, bro? That's a mock, bro. That's an absolute mock. Go with ACG, boys. If anyone's trying to get funded with a prop firm, go Alpha Capital Group. Alpha Capital Group. And use code Richesse at checkout so you can get 15% off. Thing is with Alpha Capital Group as well, I am affiliated with them. So if you do get shagged for your payout, then I'll be able to message them and sort it out for you. But they are UK based, so they're way less likely to shag you. QT is probably based in Dubai or something. Alpha have offices in England. Wow, are we literally just filling this to go down? Let's have a look at these EUGUs. So who's in on EUGU then, chat? Who's in on EUGU? QT based in Canary, I think there is an office in Canary, and the CEO is driving around a Ferrari. It's nice. Yeah, I used to work in the same office as QT, to be fair. They actually do, yeah, that is true. But yeah, that's a mock. Why didn't they pay you out, bro? What was their reasoning? Were GJ re-entries mapped up into the 30-minute FEG? Don't know, man. The yen basket's still kind of looking bearish, I'm not going to lie. I do still think most likely the yen basket's going to come below here. And then have to move. So we still might be a little bit tricky. I don't necessarily think we're just going to go like this. But again, could be wrong. The 30-minute IFEG. Yeah, we'll wait to see if we get the close. We've got a minute left to see if we invert this 30-minute. Got a minute left to see if we invert this. See if we get the close below that fair value gap. Then I think people are going to be entering off of 50% of it. Around 140 people missing after Iranian Navy ship sinks off the coast of Sri Lanka. These lot are getting biblically cooked, bro. Stay posted on the news chat. Make sure we're locked in. What's that guy got on his head, bruv? Oh my god, look, bro's got a fucking Xbox headset on. And he's in the House of Commons. Like, do you wanna get a little bit more serious, mate? Sorry, don't really want to draw this guy out of everyone. Okay, we did get that inversion. So yeah, you could be valid off that inversion of the 30-minute. Would be a lot better entry than I got as well, so fair play. Who got in on it, EUGU then, chat? Because it's looking like it's kind of running decently right now. And I'm back on my grind. So I've got to screenshot that dude. What is wrong with him? Like, bro is wearing a fucking an Xbox headset. Like, really? Is that? I'd feel really bad if this is like a hearing aid, but I'm sure that's not what hearing aids look like. Uh, 4 hours CRT on GJ and Yen basket. I personally think GJ could go long. Fair play, bro. FVG for guys who didn't take the inverse. Yeah. Do you always place entries on the midpoint of the IFVG? Yeah, bro. You can either do it on the touch to close below or the 50%. It's kind of personal preference. You do normally get a better RR on the 50%, but obviously you're less likely to actually get tapped into the trade. So I'm in. Nice, man. Apparently I was over trading. Over trading? What, you was placing just loads of trades? How many trades did you have then to get that 5% payout? GU indecisive, yeah, man. Let's have a look at the DXY. Yeah, so this would be the IFVG entry. So you, man, basically wanted to tap into this and then go higher if you are in these shorts. I'm not in these shorts right here, boys. I'm not in these shorts. I would love it if we beat them. Who's on tonight? Who's see Liverpool get cooked by Wolves? Wolves are so funny. Can you imagine they end up staying up? That'd actually, bro. Oh, big games. Chelsea Villa, that's a massive game. West Ham Fulham, if they get a result at Fulham, they're putting the pressure on Spurs. City Forest, they'll walk through Forest. Arsenal Brighton, we should really beat them. Brighton are a good side though, but still. Mate, if West Ham get something away at Fulham, which is hard because Fulham are a good side, but if they do, they'll be 1 point off Spurs if they win. You'll never walk alone forever. I guarantee you this bread's not from Liverpool. Right, you lot are being tapped into the shorts right now. Are you going to open GU? Nah, I'm not entering GU or EU, boys. I'm only in GJ. I'm not entering EU or GU. But there's your entries right now that have been tapped into. So that and that. And the pound is stronger, so I wouldn't actually say that in hindsight. Not like Arsenal should win the league like they have tried. Went for an MSS. What's that on, bro? You mean on EUGU? Yeah, we should really win the league, bro. I mean, we've been fucking trying for how long now? You quickly bang my phone on charge. Chat, I'm going to jump off in 25 minutes time. I'm going to jump off at 12:30. Mace is going to be running the live back up at 12:30. Chat, if you are trying to get in the mentorship or the signals, all my trades that you've seen me getting today were sent into the signals. Well, mainly just at GJ. But if you are trying to get in the signals, drop me a message on Discord. And if you're trying to get into the mentorship, also drop me a message, man. A few of you have already messaged me. So I'll get back to you straight away. Remember, I'll never message you first, and I'll never ask you for money in crypto. So don't get scammed. They need to stop giving me like notices for reproduced content when it's clearly not. What GJ, like what position? I'm in shorts on GJ, bro. Shorts on GJ for me. Shorts for me. Street. Yeah, the only position I'm in is this GJ. Not this. This GJ right here. That's the only position I'm in right now. Yeah, I think a few people are in this. Obviously, GU's a lot nicer where we've actually filled that imbalance. So let me move this across. I'm not in this one right now, but I think a few people in the chat have executed on this. GU looks a bit cleaner. Yeah, trust me. EU appeal not approved. What up, bro? Really? Yeah, I'm not jumping in these shorts for EUGU. We're just having a look at them. They do look decent, but yeah, I don't want to go crazy on what I'm taking today. Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh yeah, as I said, up to you if you want to jump in. I'm not in these though. Not really too confident in reversals, to be honest. Again, main reason being is if we look at the DXY. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Oh, fucking hell. If we look at the DXY, if we look at the overall range, from this low to this height, I would really want us to retrace a bit more. So I'd want us at least to come down into this discount area. Similarly for EU. I'd want us to come up into this premium area. But obviously GU's a little bit nicer where we've actually been mitigating nice things. You can see with GU's a bit different. We're sort of leg down, mitigating, leg down, mitigating, leg down, just mitigated. So them sells are more optimal for sure, rather than the likes of EUG, rather than the likes of EU, which is looking very similar to DXY, the big pump, and then just it's got a lot to retrace. Something I just hope you never tell. No one would just show you was a 10. Do the shit again, oh man. Are they getting moody because you're playing? Nah, bro, it's because they say it's reproduced content, which is #1 bullshit. Stay away from the fakes. Stay away from the jakes and talking. When the rain comes, no ever change on me. Oh, you so official, I'm the same. Fell off since I came up. Better than a bartender. Does XXUSD? Nah, bro, they don't correlate. What RR is this? This is 2.2 to 1, bro. I'm more jealous. I'm feeling marvelous. How much about GU and EU do they correlate? This is the most important thing to remember about that. If you want this PDF, by the way, where I explain everything to do in my strategy. Currencies and submissive currencies. JPY and US dollar is an example of two dominant currencies, right? Which means that GJ and GU won't be dictated at all by the pound. So the pound doesn't really matter. What really matters is EUJ and is the dollar and the yen. So what I mean by that is, even if the pound is majorly strong, say the pound is majorly strong, GJ is not just going to move up because the pound's strong. GJ will only move up if the yen basket is weak. GJ will only move up if the yen is weak. So the pound aspect doesn't really matter. Same way, if GU, GBP, USD, if the pound's really strong, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't mean that this is going to move up. It only is going to move up if the dollar is weak. So that is because that the JPY and the US dollar are dominant pairs, whereas the pound and the euro isn't. If you want this full PDF, send me a DM saying PDF, boys, and I can send you that over. Ain't on me. He was actually in a sell structure on the 4 hour though. Yeah, I agree, bro, but it's just not a great point for a sell. GJ looks beautiful for sells, but I don't trade GJ. But I might join you in on this. Maybe you're a tradesman into the 5-minute FVG. Fair play, bro. Yeah, I do like JPYs. I never used to trade him, but recently I've been loving them. How much capital you trade with? It depends what how confident I am in the trade. But this GJ, I'm on a 200k account, 200k funded. So I've got 2k on this. You're going to hold GJ through news? Yeah, bro. It's only dollar news. It shouldn't really affect the yen basket that much. Only because they plan to hate. I see, got it now better. I'm working on my setup at the moment. Need to learn a bit more and backtest it, but I have more trades coming through. Yeah, man, we teach our exact strategy, man, in the Discord. And we do teach it 1-to-1 as well. So if you are trying to lock in, then just send me a DM, boys. Send me a DM and I can lock you in. For a fee. Just making me a piece. Can you recommend some backtesting platforms, or do you use FX Replay? Yeah, FX Replay, bro. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't jump in any of these. I think they're both going to get cooked. As I said, yeah, look at that. Cooked. Both, that EU and GU is probably like 90% sure going to get cooked now. GJ, yeah, trust me, bro. GJ's cooking right now. Cooking right now. She's like, I'm tea. Yeah, these EU and GUs are absolutely cooked. Well, in my opinion, they are anyway. As I said, I'm not in either of these. All I'm in on right now is GJ. Just kind of flirting with our entry. I'm not majorly confident on it based on the M basket, but I can see the M basket coming lower and then coming higher. So we'll see if we manage to survive. What's CJ saying? Yeah, nice. Bro, holy shit, man. Can you give us something, please? Re-entries on GJ. Probably go for the 30-minute IFVG, bro. Or the 15-minute IFVG here. So, want it like 50% of that, bro. Come on, break these lows, bro. Be a fucking Chad, GJ. Be a Chad and break out of these lows. Be a Chad and break these lows. True, lads, my camera's way too, was way too angled down this whole stream. I mean, way too angled up. Literally no volume for gold, though. What about oil? Yeah, nice. You can see we ended up meeting that Asia low. Typical ALG. Asia high swept. Confirmation via a market structure shift. Then targeting the Asia low. EJ. GJ was just nicer for me, bro, than EJ, to be honest. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's break this low. Be a fucking Chad. Be a Chad. Oh, yeah, I know what? I think we got to put on... Every time I've tried to do this, this song works. Hang on. Every time I've tried this... We're going to try this just before we jump off. Just before we jump off, we're going to do the fucking... The magic trick. You ready for this, chat? That pocket no DNA. Let me quickly show you how I'm looking. 2 secs, chat. I'm going to show YouTube my... Come on, bro. Come on, JT. Yeah, chat, if you want to see my P&L, I'm going to show my YouTube stream right now, my MetaTrader. So, Richesse Effects on YouTube. I'm banging you on pause for 2 secs. Basically a break even. Wow, holy spreads. To be fair, JT, I ain't really had anything this week other than this. Oh, wait, we missed it. Wait, the magic thing. Ready? Thought through this picture playing, God let me go, I swear I'll never sell GJ again. Let me reload it for the last time. God, I swear I'll never sell GJ again. That's the magic words, chat. I said, God let me go, I swear I'll never sell GJ again. Outgrew this place. Never do this face. Roll with this in case car. Always got a short EU right now. Yeah, I really don't like the look of the EU GU shorts, bro. I really don't like the look of it. As I said, all I'm in is GJ. Hopefully your GUs can play out. But I'm just not really that confident on them, if I'm being brutally honest. Come on. Face tap. In my hood. My hood. You sure would never. Come on, bro. How many people used to me? For me. Poverty and struggle ain't new to be. Get rich or get recalled. What it's due to be, truthfully. Bill is for me. Disrespect. I can hate these feds. Let's have a close below. If we can close below this on the 15-minute, we should start coming for these equal lows. Oh. My windows don't close. How comes are you pumped today, bro? I had all the confidence for sales this morning. I just think the DXY had a slight overreaction from that news. I think fundamentally not really much has changed for the dollar. But you can see we had a huge push up here, all the way to here, over Monday and Tuesday. So I think price is just in a bit of a recovery. Plus, obviously, the news has sort of chilled out, and we've realised, like, as I said, nothing fundamentally has really changed. It was kind of just a shock pump. So I do think, like, a retracement is normal into this discount volume here and lower volume up here. So price does see lower prices as a safer trading range than where we're at now. Yeah, I don't think anyone hit gold up today. It's been so slow. How's GJ going? It's going alright, bro. It's basically just like a tiny bit of profit right now. Not really doing too much. We've survived the we've survived R. Kelly though with that drawdown. Holy. That's somewhere on Barking Road. Nah, I'm gonna put my theme song on Discord if you do want to get in the mentorship or signals, man. Or the mentorship as well, boys. If you do want to get in the mentorship, send me a DM, man. Send me a DM on Discord. I'll get you in there. I'll get you in there ASAP. Let me play my theme song before I jump off. We really did all that for like fucking 5-pip profit. Come on. Let's have a nice 15-minute close. How long you been trading? About 4 years, bro. Everything we do is live though, boys, so you man can see the results. I can't fake any of this. All of my lives stay posted on YouTube as well, so you can go back on YouTube and watch over my lives. EJ holding out. I need to close below that 30-minute FEG to it just won't stop. Bro, it hasn't been an easy one. It really hasn't. It's still profit. Trust me, bro. Still profit. Want it to close below this low. Close below this right here. In a crowded place. GU printing, bro. Woo. Oh, lovely, man. It's already 1 hour up. She's only looking to... Printing, bruv. Lovely. Dubs in the chat if you got in on that. Fuck me, this live turned around, bruv. Turned around. This is what patience... This is why they say patience pays. Looking to... Nice, that's really nice from the DXY right there. You obviously want it to start closing above these equal highs. If we can close above that, it'll look lovely. Dubs in the chat right now, man. W stream. Chat, I'm going to jump off now, man. I do go live from 8:30 all the way through to 12:30. If you're wondering why I was half hour late today, I had to reset my Wi-Fi. Kind of actually worked because I didn't get as many lag comments as I thought I was going to get. I'm just going to wait for this candle close and then I'm going to jump off, boys. But yeah, I appreciate all you, man, tuning in. Every single person in here, whether you're on YouTube or TikTok, big up to everyone. If you are watching on TikTok, boys, go and tune into the YouTube next time. We got 100, well, kind of low viewers right now. Only 120 in there. But, yeah, go tune into my YouTube stream. We've got about 25, well, we've got nearly 30k subs actually now on YouTube, which is nice. We're cooking. We've gained a lot of subs this year. So, yeah, we're doing well on YouTube, boys. But obviously, you can get to see the full screen, full chart, and obviously a bigger face cam so you can see my beautiful face in slightly higher definition. And yeah, chat, make sure you join my Discord. Discord link is on my profile. Discord link is on my profile, so you can join that. If you do want to drop me a message on Discord, boys, I'm going to put a text in the chat right now. By the way, this trade was sent as a signal, as you can see. There we go. Love execution. So if you do want to drop me a message, I'm going to put yo in the free chat. You'll see my name in gold. When you join the Discord, boys, I will never DM you first. If someone DMs you first claiming to be me, it's a fake account. So this is me right here. Click on my name and DM me Mentorship or Signals. Send me a message and I can get you in there, boys. Also, chat, if you are trying to get funded with a prop firm, use my code Richesse at Alpha Capital Group. And I'm going to get you into the Mentorship or Signals for free for 1 week. And that code is also going to get you 15% off at ACG, which is the best prop firm in the game right now. They're killing it, boys. Even look at TJR's stream. I've been banging on about ACG being the best firm around for time. Look at TJR's new massive stream. Who's he sponsored by? ACG, because they're the fucking goats, man. They sponsor all the goats. Me, TJR, fucking... to be fair. Bro, stop shouting. Someone's spamming GU. Okay, fuck me. Jesus. Alright, boys, do you reckon he wants to see GU by any chance? Holy shit. It's going to be a lovely 15-minute close on GU. Now you like TJ Oliver's. I've always said I like TJ. I like him, innit? He's a good guy. I like him, innit? He's a good guy. At the end of the day, I don't think TGR... You're not going to be able to watch TGR and become profitable. But one thing that TGR has done that no one can hate on is he's brought so many new people into the trading space. He's brought so many new people in, so you got to respect him for that. Let's see if we get the close below. We've got 20 seconds left. Let's see. Yep, we are going to get that close below, boys. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Right, we got the close below, boys. Lovely. All right, boys. With that being said, I'm going to love you and leave you. Please appreciate all you man tuning in today, boys. Pretty W stream, to be fair. We only had this GJ, and this one's just about starting to run in decent profit. We obviously had this EU and GU, which I didn't take, but I think a lot of people in the chat did, which is also running nicely, man. So, yeah, all in all, a good stream, boys. It's nice because, I mean, yesterday and Monday, both kind of shit price action. But today, as soon as it's back to decent again, I think I'm going to be checking my DMs after this on Discord and TikTok. But I appreciate all you man tuning in, boys. And I'm going to catch you in the next live, people. Sweet, man. Decent TT live. There wasn't really that many people. Wow, actually, that was a shit TikTok live. 930 viewers. That was dead. That was dead. I mean, we was sort of holding drawdown for the whole live, so I can't really complain. But yeah, big up to the YouTube stream, man. You man know the love, boys. Be back live same time tomorrow. Well, I'll be on at 8:30 tomorrow. Only reason I wasn't today is because I was sorting out my Wi-Fi and that. But Mace is about to jump on live right now, boys. Let me quickly show you my P&L before I jump off. We're back in a little bit of profit, boys. As I said, boys, was sent into the Signal group as well. You can see. But yeah, boys, if you are trying to get in, as I said, I'm going to be checking all my DMs now. But yeah, I appreciate all you man tuning in. And I'll catch you in the next live, my people. Sweet, boys.